Welcome to this James the Bike Guy. Today we're checking out the latest in performance road bikes from Giant, one of the top 3 bike companies out in the market today, and this is their Giant TCR Advanced 1. And in this video we're going to go into features and designs of this bike. We'll talk about the new tubing shape as well as the component specs of this bike, and then finally we'll end it off with exactly what it weighs. So if this kind of thing is interesting to you, I suggest you stick around and let's check out this bike together. The Giant TCR falls into Giant's road bike lineup as their all-out performance road bike. And that means this bike is really designed around being among the fastest and most efficient bikes out there. And the Giant holds its own against those other bikes by having a class-leading frame as far as efficiency and aerodynamics are concerned, as well as by having some of the best value in this particular segment. So this version we're checking out here is the Advanced 1, which means it's going to be a pretty top-end spec coming with some carbon wheels with Shimano Ultegra componentry to it. But it's going to be running their advanced grade composite frame. And so this composite frame is absolutely beautiful, and it has optimized tube shapes to be more efficient than previous generations. Essentially what they were going after here was to optimize for weight and stiffness while also keeping some aerodynamic prowess. So looking at the front end first, you can see that this still runs a traditional bar, stem, and headset, which is awesome to see on a top-end bike because it's going to make maintenance and taking care of the bike a lot easier by being able to have the cables kind of come in right through the down tube rather than everything fully integrated. But then it goes through their overdrive steer tube, which is basically a carbon fiber steer tube that's tapered, and then down to this bladed carbon fork. And the fork is outfitted with a 12 by 100 millimeter through axle. And then going towards the center of the bike, you'll see that they have a Aero carbon fiber seat post with an integrated binder into the seat tube to make everything nice and snug throughout. It does then have a press fit bottom bracket, and it goes out back to a through axle 12 by 142 millimeter rear end. And this frame, while being lightweight and aero optimized, still comes with clearance for up to 32 millimeter tires. It'll also be running flat mount disc brakes and a performance geometry so that you can get into an aggressive position, but it does still come with a fair amount of stack on the front end in case you wanted to be a bit more upright while riding fast. Moving into the cockpit of this Giant TCR, you'll see it's going to be an alloy front end. So this has their Contact SL handlebar, and then it's also running the Contact SL stem. And this is a place where we talked about earlier. I do like how this is an aluminum bar and stem with external routing through the bar, but internal into the frame. And another neat thing is this comes with quite a bit of stack as far as spacers are concerned on the front end. So these can be reduced to lower down the front end of the bike for a more aggressive position if you want to, or run it in this a bit more relaxed position for longer days in the saddle. Now going out to the back, you have the Giant Approach saddle. This is a truncated nose saddle, so it's shortened, got a nice cutout to help keep things comfortable and blood flow going, and then it's mounted up on a carbon fiber Giant variant seat post. Moving into the drivetrain, we're set up with a 2x11 Shimano Ultegra drivetrain. So Shimano Ultegra is one down from the very best in Shimano's lineup, and this, having 22 speeds, is going to come with a huge range of gearing. So it's an Ultegra rear derailleur that's shifting. This is an 11 to 32 rear cassette, driven forward to a 52-36 chainring combination on this Ultegra crankset. So that chainring combination is what's considered a mid-compact. So standard compact would be a 50-34, and a standard crankset would be a 53-39. So by having that 52-36 matched up with a 1130 out back is giving a much wider range. And adjusting those gears is going to be courtesy of the Shimano Ultegra shift and brake lever. So this is a mechanical shift bike, meaning the inside paddle, it's going to shift you to a harder gear. Whole lever over will shift you to an easier gear. But what's neat is it's also going to have hydraulic disc brakes. So with this style lever, you've got shifting and braking in both the lower position on the handlebar as well as the upper position. And then it's slowing using a 2-piston caliper on the front and the rear. Finally, connecting the bike to the ground is going to be via some Giant SLR2 wheels. These are a 42 millimeter carbon fiber rim that's laced up with J-bend spokes to Giant hubs. And what's really neat about this is it is tubeless ready, and it's going to come out of the box tubeless. And that tubeless capability is going to allow you to run slightly lower tire pressure, but also get flat resistance out of these tires. And these tires are the Giant Course 1 tires. These are in a 700 by 25 millimeter width. As we said before, this can fit up to 32 millimeter tires. So that's pretty cool to see that all integrated together. The actual weight of the Giant TCR Advanced 1 in a size medium comes in and weighs 17.48 pounds. Well, thanks for watching this video on the Giant TCR Advanced 1. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. While you're at it, be sure to hit that subscribe button and definitely browse the channel for more videos like this to check out as well.